In a courtroom in Los Angeles, the career of a brutal new serial killer has been revealed. It started with a string of frighteningly sadistic murders. 4 beautiful young women and a 12-year-old girl found dead. Investigators chased this killer for years, and finally they targeted a brilliant and charismatic photographer named Rodney Alcala. He first came to the public's attention in a much more benign way on a game show. But now officials believe he might be one of the worst serial killers in history. Mike Von Fremd has our report on the so-called dating game killer.
It's The Dating Game.
The year is 1978. The syndicated show The Dating Game is a household hit.
Bachelor number 1.
Yes.
What's your best time?
The best time is at nighttime.
On this episode, Bachelor number 1 is Rodney Alcala.
Why do you say that?
Because that's the only time there is.
The Bachelorette seems intrigued by the charming 35-year-old Rodney.
I'm a drama teacher, and I'm going to audition each of you for my private class. Bachelor number 1. You're a dirty old man. Take it.
Oh, come on, over here.
Rodney Alcala wins the date. But what the Bachelorette does not know is that the man she has just picked
You did it with a one answer.
may turn out to be one of the most brutal and terrifying serial killers in history.
This could be easily be another Ted Bundy. It could be 20, 30 victims.
Today, 66-year-old Rodney Alcala is in court.
Around 1 o'clock that afternoon, Rodney Alcala approached 2 more bikini-clad teenagers, Lori and Patty. That's a lie. The time that I approached them was 2:22.
Defending himself on charges that he murdered 5 California women. Investigators believe that's just the tip of the iceberg.
He's right up there. I mean, somewhere just below Hitler. There's no rhyme or reason for what he's doing. I mean, it's not humane, whatever he does to these victims. It's a torturous, terrible murder.
Rodney Alcala, by many accounts, was a man with a bright future. A fine arts degree from UCLA, studied film at NYU, and worked for director Roman Polanski.
I went and talked to his professor at UCLA, and his professor came out and said, this guy is a top honor student. He's a really nice guy. He wouldn't hurt a fly. You've got the wrong man. So you've got this monster inside of him.
Investigators say the slayings began late 1977. Jill Barkham was a free spirit. She traveled out to California with friends when she was just 18 years old. She was in Hollywood for only a few weeks when she met Alcala.
Jill's found, it's right along here around Franklin Canyon Drive, November 10th, 1977.
It's not clear how Alcala picked up Barkham, but prosecutors believe they know how she died.
What he was doing was he was choking her out, unconscious, barehanded, and allowing her to regain consciousness because he enjoyed that. He gets off on the infliction of pain on other people.
Only 1 month later, Alcala spotted beautiful 27-year-old Georgia Wickstead, who had just recently moved into her first apartment.
And he followed her home. He crawled in her window, and he absolutely brutalized her.
Police believe Alcala likely targeted stunning Charlotte Lamb at a local bar and tried to approach her.
Before Rodney Alcala, just like the others, a beautiful young woman. Beautiful. After Rodney Alcala, she's a brutalized, ripped up corpse.
Charlotte was discovered in the laundry room of her building.
He posed her dead body. He propped her arms up under her back, probably to arch her up so that her breasts would be better exposed.
1 year later, Rodney Alcala was spotted dancing at a bar with another attractive 21-year-old named Jill Parento. Just a few days later, Parento was found, her tortured body in almost the exact same fashion as Georgia Wickstead and Charlotte Lamb.
Living alone and another independent person. That was just another brutal, brutal murder.
6 days after Jill Parento's body was found, Rodney Alcala met his youngest victim, 12-year-old Robin Samso. Investigators say she was riding her bicycle to her very first ballet class when Alcala allegedly convinced her to get in his car. Her body was found 12 days later.
Robin was in the innocent child stage still. She was on the child side of 12. And all she cared about was ballet. He turned this beautiful young girl into a rotting corpse eaten by animals.
Alcala has been twice convicted for the murder of Robin Samsoe, but twice those verdicts were overturned.
I wish I had a gun again today.
Robin's mother is in court once again facing her daughter's killer. During the first trial, in the days before metal detectors, she carried a pistol in her pocketbook when she took the stand with the intent to seek her own justice.
He was blowing kisses at me across the courtroom, and I thought I was going to lose my mind. And I thought I was going to go crazy, you know? And I reached in my purse, and I was going to grab it, and I thought, I can't do this.
You have to come to a conclusion that Robin Samsoe did have pierced ears.
Alcala has spent over 30 years obsessing about the murder of Robin Samsoe. He's even written a book proclaiming his innocence. Robin's brother says the worst thing is watching Alcala perk up in court every time he gets a chance to see old photographs of his alleged victims.
You see the gleam in his eye. You could see his eyebrows move. He's enjoying this again.
Prosecutors say Alcala used his skills as a photographer to lure his victims. The same day Robin Samsoe disappeared, 4 different women still recall Alcala trying to get them to pose for him in their bikinis on the beach for a photo contest. Over 1,000 photos taken by Alcala were found in a storage locker in Seattle, including these bikini photos shot the day Robin disappeared.
You walk up to, camera in hand, polished demeanor. You walk up and say, you want to be in pictures? I mean, basically, he was a skilled photographer.
Investigators believe there may be clues to countless other victims among those photographs obtained exclusively by Nightline.
We believe there's more out there. It wouldn't surprise me if we ended up with 10 to 15 more.
New York City law enforcement believes there is evidence of at least 2 other murders committed by Alcala, but he's never been charged. In 1977, he was studying at NYU and using the alias John Berger.
And it was during that horrible summer of Sam.
And Vanity Fair writer Sheila Weller's cousin met him.
He was a photographer, and she wrote the name John Berger in her address book, and she disappeared.
Ellen Jane Hover was just 23 years old, a New York socialite whose father owned the Los Angeles nightclub Ciro's. Her disappearance and murder was front-page news.
It was heartbreaking to everybody in the family. People don't forget these things. Even years later, they don't forget the loveliness of a young woman and the absolute awfulness of this kind of a murder.
That's a lie.
Back in court this week, Alcala spent his entire closing argument rambling about only one case, Robin Samsoe.
Magical thinking. Magical thinking is an irrational belief that one can bring about a circumstance by thinking about it or wishing for it.
It's the one that took him down. He doesn't want to admit the one that took him down. The other ones it's a fluke now to him that the other ones came up. He thought he had it all beat.
Alcala says he could not have killed Samsoe. His proof? His appearance on the dating game. Investigators found an earring belonging to Robin Samsoe in Alcala's storage locker. They believe this links him to the crime. But Alcala showed this clip claiming he wore the earring on the show, a year before Samsoe was found murdered.
What a liar he is. And the picture doesn't show Robin's earrings. And the picture that shows he doesn't wear any either.
In his closing, Prosecutor Murphy said Alcala's defense just does not add up.
The conquest and the sneaking around and the rape and the killing and the torture and the sadistic infliction of pain, part of what he enjoys is getting away with it.
And the jury agreed.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Rodney James Alcala,
guilty on all 15 counts. His long hair shielded his emotions from the camera, but not the prosecutor.
He looked nervous in talking to his investigator, and his hands were shaking.
But it's little solace for the victims' families.
I still look like little blonde girls when they walk past me to see it, so I turn around. I forget a lot of things, except the most important thing I can't forget, and that's her and how she died.
For Nightline, this is Mike Von Fremd in Los Angeles.